Hi, my name is Logan Brown-DaSilva, and this is Environmental Impacts of Pets. How pets affect the environment. So table 1 on the right shows the inputs and outputs in the product system of a dog. We see the main inputs being pet food and the dishes related to pet food. Now this includes the production of pet food, packaging, and transportation, as well as washing. The outputs include plastic bags for poop and scoop, cleaning of streets, and the direct emissions. So the direct emissions mainly come from the urine and the feces that go directly into the soil. Now figure 1 on the left is an illustration of the product system of a dog. But what exactly about a dog's life is affecting the environment? So figure 2 shows us the relative contribution to impact categories for an average dog. As we can see, the main contributor to most categories is pet food, except for when it comes to freshwater eutrophication and freshwater ecotoxicity, which are mainly affected by urine and feces. In Canada, there are about 7.9 million cats and 5.9 million dogs, with about 93.6 million cats and 77.5 million dogs in the US. In 2014, there are about 220 million registered companion cats and 223 million registered companion dogs worldwide. How much carbon do pets produce? So an average dog emits 630 kilograms of carbon dioxide per year. That's equivalent to about 7% of the average person's emissions in the EU. The total greenhouse gas emissions created by a dog is similar to driving 72,800 kilometers in a car, assuming it emits 120 grams of CO2 equivalent per kilometer. Or it's similar to taking 13 return flights from Berlin to Barcelona. It's almost the amount of CO2 it takes to produce a Mercedes C520. An average dog's emissions over a 13-year lifespan is equivalent to 8,200 kilograms of carbon dioxide. A small dog's emissions over an 8-year lifespan is equivalent to 3,000 kilograms of carbon dioxide. A big dog's emissions over an 18-year lifespan is equivalent to 19,000 kilograms of carbon dioxide. So pet food. Pet food consumption leads to the release of 64 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent methane and nitrous oxide. Each year, dry pet food production emits between 56.3 and 151.2 million tons of carbon dioxide equivalent greenhouse gases. That is 1.1 to 2.9% of the global agricultural greenhouse gas emissions per year. Global pet food production has an environmental footprint twice the size of the UK. If it were a country, it would be the 60th highest emitter of greenhouse gases. That's equal to Mozambique and the Philippines. So table 2 on the right shows us how much pet food dogs and cats eat in kilograms per year for 3 countries: China, Japan, and the Netherlands. Pet food continued. So Chinese cats emit 16.7 to 57.4 million tons of greenhouse gases per year eating pet food. Japanese cats and dogs emit 2.52 to 10.7 million tons of greenhouse gases per year eating pet food. That's equivalent to the emissions of 1.17 to 4.95 million Japanese people. Dutch cats and dogs emit 1.09 to 3.28 million tons of greenhouse gases per year. That is the equivalent to the emissions of 94,000 to 284,000 Dutch people. So table 3 and 4 on the right shows the dietary, ecological, paw print, and greenhouse gas emissions for dogs and cats in China, Japan, and the Netherlands. The ecological paw print shows how much land is required to produce pet food. So what can be done? Solutions. So one of the solutions is optimizing pet food to avoid the main environmental impacts. These environmental impacts of pet food come from poultry and beef co-products, tin plate and steel can production, and transport to the retailer. Thank you for your time.